Here's an older version of a skate holder, Guspro, and instead of having the cam like on this to lift up each side, it literally has these screws that are on the side. So if you look at the back of this, here this plate is fixed and this eccentric moves this up or this up. The older version here from the dark ages, you undo this and you lift up one side versus the other like this to get the plate. So it lifts up either here with this screw or this with this screw. You tighten this down. It actually uses the same clamp gizmo on here. This is probably from about 30-40 years ago. So you loosen this down to undo this screw here, and you tighten this up. So it has the same clamp gizmo. It's got a very long piece here. And it doesn't have a relief down on here, this particular one. So this one here just clamps this surface and this surface on the blade. This one's got the entire piece. You can see it's got damage here from kissing the wheel. A lot of these holders, after a while, they get kind of different people use them and they get torn up, or you get pieces missing. So you'll get one and it's got a clamp missing on it. This one here, you adjust this bolt here to get the right clamping pressure. Here somebody's just got a screw in here, which is probably a little bit easier to use. And then some of the older holders they had for some other brands, you had, these would go in here like this. And the holder this went into had two screws like this that bared up to lift this up inside. So you had all these units like this for different types of skates. So this one here has got the contact areas here and here like this. This one has got the contact area to be closer in, this area and this area. And this one has got the contact areas, this entire bar through here. So you would go through and swap these out depending on what type of blades you had. And then this is the piece that would come down to clamp on here. And sometimes you get stuff like this and it just won't. There you go. This clamps down like this. I think that one went onto this piece here. It's got the full clamp. Again, you can see the gap on here. This has got damage. This has actually got like a knife edge through here. So it's got more of a point contact. And it's been rounded off due to damage. So used stuff like this sometimes is not worth fooling with, because you get stuff that won't clamp. It's easy to get things with pieces missing on it. I've got a hodgepodge of stuff. This is from the Ice Capades. Ancient stuff. Get one where this piece is screwed on to here is missing. I've seen some where this is actually a different thickness, so you get one of these clamps, it'll fit on one, it won't fit on the other. It's a very common, you get, here's another clamp. Used stuff is kind of a little bit flaky here. the side view here doesn't have a very good contact angle. It's got a little bit of overbite. So what that'll do is make the blade cock down like this. And typically it's very common on used stuff to get things like this. You get a bunch of junk with a while. Somebody passes away or they sell it and they don't know what they have, and so you get pieces missing. So unfortunately, that's the way it goes with skate sharpeners. You get to where people have screwed with stuff and stuff gets lost. So the one with the cam here, when they added the eccentrics, this just became the course adjust, which is not messed with through here. And on this one, that was the entire adjust, an older version of this. I think this is from the 80s. It's got a nice piece of tooling steel. That's about the same. This and this is the same. The knobs have been taken off. You can say this is the same thing here. Old Guspro pre-Blademaster. This is Blademaster. And this is a bunch of other different brands. So if you're looking at used skate holders, it's common. These will be bent a lot of times. The clamp can be missing. You can get to where somebody's got the wrong clamp, so that when it goes onto here, it doesn't really match up. That's another issue. So sometimes it's better just to buy a whole new holder if you don't know what you have, because you'll be farting around with the wrong holder, chasing your own tail. This is actually a good holder in the sense that is very stable. Once you got this locked in, tightened down, it's not going to go anywhere. So I've used this one years ago.